Okay, let's start with your original swing over here. The main thing, first thing, is a grip. You can see how we can see the grip club here. We shouldn't be able to see that part. We'll get into that in a second, but we got to get this left hand on top. And the thing that gets you in trouble is your instinct to lift. You take your right shoulder and arm and you lift up. You see your elbow going up high. It's almost as high as your hands. And because of that, you're now steep to ball, and you're going to come down, and you're just going to run into the ground, and you have to pull back up to get some room. If you do that with anything big or like bigger club, you're just going to keep running into the ground. From the side view, this is your natural plane. You're going to go up, left, and your club is now coming down this angle. We should be back over here on the original red line. And again, there's not much you can do from this point, but just kind of slap at it with the hands and still run into the ground. So everything is to get that out of there. And the main thing here is this right elbow. It wants to lift. Think about if somebody's lifting something up, your elbow would go up. And we worked on folding that elbow. Fold the elbow right there at the joint and keep the arm close to you. As you fold, it'll unfold. So now we have a lever in your arm to hit, and now your body can apply leverage to that bag and get that power. So basically at the end, we were doing those small shots, which seemed small to you, but in reality, it's just didn't have the lift. So we're up. And when you fold your arm, you could apply leverage. You get to use your core muscles and all this energy in here and to get power in your swing. And after that, the momentum will take you through for that point. So those are the main thing we have to keep working on, that folding feeling. So let's go over a few drills here. Now the first one we're going to look at is the grip. So your grip is more this way. It's over exaggerated, but this hand is over to the side too much, and this exposes the grip, and we need to get your hand on top. So we have this hand on top here with this flexion in this space. So we need to get that hand on top from there instead of that position. It's a big difference now. Hands are quiet as we go through, so once we get this impact, your hands are quiet. Your hands are active because you've been out of alignment. Hands are quiet as we pass through the golf ball. So the first drill I want you to see here is that at hitting the bag and folding. So I'm demonstrating that drill where I fold my arm. It's right across my body, and this is a good drill for you to feel this across your arm, across your chest, and your body. Power on the swing comes from a force of energy from the lower half, legs, core, and arms. So as I'm hitting this bag in a force, you see that energy staying low, and both mine and Roy's back arm is folding. It's the folding and hitting. So visually, I need to feel like your power is there and get out of that high feeling in your swing. That gets us that power. We're hitting into the ball. This is Jon Rahm, same drill. You can see, even though they are dramatically different looking swings, but right at impact, they're basically looking the same. Again, you'll see how this arm is folded. This allows him to get that right arm in there and get that contact. That right arm goes in. Now from the folded arm drill from the side, you see how that arm has to be close to the body and creating power from that feeling. So we're trying to get the energy from that way to the ball. We go back to where you were. See the arm staying close, coming in. see your elbows out away from you. You know, just so you can't get any leverage into the ball. And we want to feel that arm close, elbow in, and get power from the ball to that way. Now, as we hit a golf ball, as these golfers are heading towards hit the ball, this is that part we just saw hitting the bag. Then we can let the club become a slingshot, which means we just release energy. You see how they're releasing the energy. So the first part is a hit, and the second part is the energy. And this momentum releasing, what I call the slingshot, will turn into momentum to get you to the finish. Here's a small version in our chipping. You can see the drill what I'm doing over there with my one arm hand hitting. With two hands, I'm hitting the bag. All three are the same force. Use your core muscles, your legs and arms to keep that elbow close to your body. This allows you to apply leverage to whatever we're hitting, make contact. That contact will get the ball up in the air. So again, this is a drill that we're going to keep working on that feeling. And that goes back to the feeling we had when you hit the bag. Key thing is to feel that you're getting energy in here, in your core and your legs. Elbow stays close and hit a hit feeling, not a flipping. And that gets you that feeling. And after that, that would be the slingshot part. There's the hit. And after the hit becomes the slingshot. There's the hit and the slingshot. Hit the first, and let everything fly through, and that momentum will take you right up to the finish. Side view, there's that hit feeling. And the right arm in our drill basically folds like this. Your right arm has to fold and feel that, gets that energy instead of lifting. You see my elbow stays down so I can fold. So that's a feeling that you want to have, just count your arm in that folding position. That folding allows you to move that feeling energy to the bag. And that creates the hit, and then the slingshot back up to the top.